Welcome back to another episode of 5ASIDE on beIN Sports. AFCON is right around the corner, so we have a lot to discuss today. First, we're going to do a quick round robin to see who we think makes it out of each group. I want to go through some of the groups to get your guys' quick fire takes on who we think will do the best in this tournament in the group stage. Musi, Group A, Comoros, Mali, Morocco, and Zambia.
I'm taking Morocco at 1 and Mali at 2.
Gabe, Group B, Angola, Egypt, South Africa, Zimbabwe.
For this one, I'm going with Egypt in first place, South Africa in second.
Angola, no.
I think they'll qualify in the third place position, but I don't think they'll finish top 2. But that's one of the groups of death, I think. That's a very competitive group for sure.
Absolutely. Group C, Kendrick, Nigeria, Tanzania, Tunisia, Uganda.
Nigeria.
After the World Cup qualifiers, what you think?
Tunisia number 1. They went undefeated. They went undefeated in qualifiers.
They had a great campaign.
Did their thing. I think they conceded like 1 or 2 goals, if that. Great. Nigeria, I think, will make it through though. I think they'll go second, but I think they're gonna have to scrap their way through.
Okay. This one's now for me. Benin, Botswana, DR Congo, and Senegal. This is a tough group. I think the Senegalese I think they've actually been underrated recently in terms of the discussions about African football. People have been talking about Nigeria. People have been talking about Ghana, Cameroon, Morocco. But Senegal, solid team. They're in their form. So I think Senegal easily makes out this group. And I think Congo follows them in second. Moose, Algeria, Burkina Faso, Equatorial Guinea, and Sudan.
Yeah, I mean, Algeria 1, and I'm going to take a sleeper pick. I'm going to take Sudan at 2. The story's amazing. Mm-hmm. I think everything's just been going so well for them. I think Sudan can really shock the world on this one.
Okay. And then Gabe, the big conversation.
This is a crazy group.
Group F, the last one. Cameroon, Gabon, Ivory Coast, Mozambique. I need top 2.
I'm going Ivory Coast first.
Okay.
I think a really strong performance coming off of an incredible AFCON championship that they just won.
Yep.
I think they're going to go through first. Narrowly, second place, I'm going with your country of Cameroon. Second place for the team with 2 squads. But I think Gabon will qualify in third and still make it through. And Gabon could sneak the second. But I'm giving second place to the team with 2 squads.
We're giving second place to a team in complete disarray.
2 squads. They're going to make it work. Mm-hmm. Ivory Coast was in disarray. Look what happened. That's the magic of AFCON. They fired their coach in the group stage and won the tournament at home.
What do you think?
I think Cameroon's coming in last.
With Mozambique?
Yeah. I think.
Oh, yeah, don't sleep on Mozambique.
No. But last?
Bro.
Etta Young and all
their
them
best
guys.
Goalkeeper. They left their best goalkeeper at home. They got 4 keepers in their team sheet. They left their best number 9 at home.
Debatable.
And they're just in a state of disarray.
Nah, listen, I got Ivory Coast first,
I
but
think y'all will be surprised, bro. That Ivory Coast squad is not as good as people think.
All right, bro.
Someone brought this
I
up.
will say
They almost dropped at the tournament last time.
No Pepe is huge.
No Adingra either.
That's crazy. 2 of your best wingers.
Honestly, I don't think Gabon. I think Gabon 1, Cameroon 2, Ivory Coast.
Gabon 1.
Cameroon with their sixth division Brazilian midfielder.
Mark my words, Ivory Coast 3 in that group.
What?
But hey, that's what happened last time, and they went all the way. Very bad group stage. They were able to, so you never know.
Hey, you ain't at home this time, though.
Yeah, that's true.
You ain't at home
That's
this
true.
time.
Long way from home.
Speaking about home. Speaking about my home country,
Oh, brother.
Cameroon chaos.
Yep.
2 different squads named for AFCON as manager refuses to be sacked. Calls Samuel Eto'o narcissistic for axing striker and Andre Onana to keep his goal record. To clarify, that was a fantastic British headline for the Daily Mail, but to clarify, what has happened in Cameroon is that there have been 2 squad announcements, so 2 lists of players brought to the tournament. One announced by the federation and one announced by the governmental sporting body that Eto'o leads. So Mark Bree, the former coach, and Eto'o. So there's interfeuding in the Cameroonian Federation. A new coach has been appointed by Eto'o. A new list has been given by Eto'o. On that list, Abubakar is not going. Onana is not going. Regardless, I still think we will do quite well in the tournament. We just need to find out who's going. Not sure yet.
Wait, but actually, what is happening? What's going to happen? Because the tournament starts in 6 days.
Yes, correct.
Actually, it'll be less days than that when this comes out.
We have 5 days to figure it out.
Well,
These dudes are in France right now. What do you do?
Yeah,
when do you get on the plane?
So the controversy behind it is that FIFA prohibits any government intervention around national footballing matters. So because that Brees was brought on by the Ministry of Sport, they're saying, oh, your contract shouldn't technically be there.
Interesting.
But Brees is saying that because I was appointed by the government, until I get an official presidential decree, my contract is still here. And then they bring it. Eto brings in the manager David Pogo. He's relatively inexperienced. There's not really a lot of news on him, so that could be a plus side for him. There's not a lot of expectations, but could be a downside. So I guess we're gonna have to see.
I mean,
best side, we dropped a fire jersey the other day.
Yeah,
Beautiful jersey. Fire.
What a way to go into the tournament.
Yeah, what a way to go into the tournament. And either way, it's a bad look on Eto. I mean, I'm not saying that it's his fault, but if you're the leader of the federation at this time when you don't qualify for the World Cup, you're having all these issues before another major tournament. The coach is calling you a narcissist. There's all these conspiracies about you, the players you're picking because you don't want them to beat your record and stuff.
Crazy.
It's just not a good look. And I'm not saying it's his fault.
I doubt
but
that.
the way they're painting it right now, it's like unequivocally like
the look is bad regardless.
It looks bad.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate because he's one of our greats.
Yeah.
Arguably the greatest African player
I
of all
doubt
time.
that he's not bringing a Boubacar because he doesn't want him to break his
I agree, but
He's
that's,
very far from it. It's still 12 goals away. It's very doubtful
I
that an
agree,
older
but that's
Boubacar's
the
gonna hit that.
painting that they're picked.
Yeah.
That's the picture they're painting.
Yeah.
I mean, it all goes away if they win. As long as
Facts,
Cameroon wins, no one's gonna talk about this.
Five of them boys.
Gonna be six. Gonna be six.
No one more. Anyway, speaking of controversy, let's move a little bit north in Africa to Ivory Coast. Nicolas Pepe went on a stream with a French YouTuber, Just Riyad, and he was kind of making jokes. It was a bit lighthearted. A little bit of head loss, in my opinion, I think, because as a public figure, you can't say some of the things that he said.
Yep.
But he was joking. French humor is different. But he was basically saying how his teammate Lafont, how he's not Ivorian, how he's not Ivorian, he just has the passport, blah, blah, blah. The federation came down very strongly on him and said, listen, we can't accept this, you can't come. Nicolas Pepe is probably the best Ivorian player actually right now.
Yeah.
With the likes of maybe Frank Kessie and
Ahmad,
yeah, for sure.
Best offensive player on the team.
He's up there.
Yeah.
He's top 3, top 4.
Yeah,
100%.
for sure. No, of course.
But yeah, it's harsh, but at the same time, if we're gonna sit here on this show and talk about how we need to have African unity, we need to support our players. When someone picks a federation, you have to support that. Pepe can't be going around talking about how Lafont just has the passport.
Yeah.
But what do you guys think?
I just think it's such a shame, man. You're in the form of your life. You're doing super well with Villarreal. They're top 3 in La Liga. You were La Liga Player of the Month in a league that has Mbappe and Lamine Yamal. Just why? Why? Like, you could have just not said that.
You think that's the reason he's not going?
That's what they said.
Yeah.
Who?
The Ivorian Federation.
Whatever the reasons are.
I'll read it for you.
Whatever the reasons
that's
are.
true.
Yeah.
You
I
think
think that's what they're
I'm
saying.
though, whatever the reasons are, it's not football related.
Bro, you not bringing one of the best players on your
Okay,
team.
But how
because
could it
he
be
made
football
because
related
he-
with the way he's been playing?
No, I think it's something else.
Well, but I'm saying regardless, the fact that it's a personal thing is like, it's just a shame that it has to be that for
Agreed.
him. That's what I'm saying.
Well, but think about it. If they do bring Pepe and he made those comments, does that change how the locker room dynamic is? Do they maybe like? No, you. If he says,
does Lafont
if you,
feel?
that's Lafont feel. Yeah,
Lafont's a solid keeper
if I'm
too,
being
by the way.
questioned, if I'm being questioned, saying, oh, I'm not Ivory, I don't represent this nation. Like, bro,
Lafont's a
I'm here.
solid
I'm here at
league
AFCON.
keeper.
So I maybe tactically they're like he might mess up the locker room. Either way, it's good that there's a sense of accountability. We'll see if it comes backfire. But
Listen, we've seen talented locker rooms become complete disasters. France in
Exactly.
the 2010 World Cup, coming out of the group stage,
Yeah.
they had all the talent, but the locker room was so.
Dookie.
Yep.
Anyways, speaking about players and the size of this tournament, some going, some not. I want to ask you guys about how you feel about this tournament.
I think it's definitely the biggest AFCON ever, and it's the highest level maybe we've seen of African football, because Morocco's coming fresh off of the semifinals in the 2022 World Cup, and they're now being seen as a legitimate football global powerhouse.
Yep.
People are questioning if they're going to win a group with Brazil.
Yep.
That's insane. And the fact that they're hosting this AFCON as the favorites with Hakimi this season he just had with PSG, and it's the whole momentum of that country, their infrastructure, everything. I think they're just such a perfect host for it right now, and to me it just feels like the biggest AFCON.
To see like the whole of that diaspora kind of like be excited about the tournament and show interest and like be traveling to Morocco to go to the games.
cannot wait, man.
It's really dope for me to see the diaspora uniting that way.
Speaking of which, guys, I wanted to ask you guys what player you most want to do well. Is there someone in your heart that you're like, oh, I really want him to have a good AFCON?
For me, I would say Mohamed Salah with Egypt.
Okay.
Especially with the comments that he just dealt with Carragher, talking about how it's the most successful AFCON nation, but he's yet to win it. which is definitely not Salah's fault when you look at the difference in talent that he's played with on that national team compared to the teams that won it before. If he were able to win that AFCON as like the crowning jewel of his career thus far, after everything he's done individually at the club level, now he has the like of a partner with Marmoush with him too. I think Salah would be an incredible story, especially with the way that he started the season and all the kind of media pressure around him. And we already know what he means to his country, so to do that, I think would just be the perfect story.
For me, Iliam Ndiaye. I think he's the quintessential African footballer. He has the skill, he has the flair, he has the tech. He's young. I think he's having a breakout season at Everton right now, and this AFCON could really be what kind of propels him to global stardom, gets him a big move somewhere else. But yeah, he really just represents everything that African football is about, and I really hope he has a great AFCon. And I hope Senegal goes all the way.
What a player.
Yeah, Musi, you stole mine. And I hope that it does like get him a big move.
He deserves
to get him out of Everton. Yeah. He deserves to be at a club like Chelsea, if I do say so myself.
United.
Everton started the season well though.
Yeah,
they've had a much better start. Yeah.
But yeah, if I had to pick another one as a Chelsea fan, it's crazy, but I would say Amad Diallo. I think like his career has been this like peaks and valleys where like he kind of just bursts onto the scene. He has a crazy last minute goal for United, and he has these little moments, but I want to see him become like a consistent like star, consistent person that you know is gonna deliver like game in and game out. And so it'd be dope to see him have a good AFCON.
He has the talent.
Yeah.
He has the talent.
Just scored before he went off to AFCON too. Big moment for him.
It's a special talent, man.
Guys, thank you as always for tuning into 5ASIDE on beIN Sports. The next time we'll see you will be in Morocco.
Sheesh.
Bye.
Let's get it.